everybody, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and today I'm going to show you how to play Itsy Bitsy Spider. That's right, we have another nursery rhyme for you. A new one is to be released every other Monday, so keep coming back for those. Basically she's almost 2, and we have another child on the way. I never thought that this would be my jam, but honestly, being able to connect with my daughter by playing her songs, like she'll ask to play guitar, and it's awesome. So I'm really hoping that, because I know a lot of people are expecting me to play like Pink Floyd or The Doors or whatever, and I will. I love that stuff personally. But, if you are in a situation similar to mine, whether you're a parent, a grandparent, an aunt or an uncle, whatever it may be, being able to connect with kids using these songs is invaluable. My daughter can sing along to what's the latest? Nowhere Man by the Beatles. She mouths the entire words through the whole song, and it's great. But then we start playing Itsy Bitsy Spider, and she's just as into that, and it's a great way, especially if you're a bit newer to guitar, to right away be able to connect. If you need any help with this lesson, I have a worksheet available on my Patreon. It's a chord chart with all the stuff that we're going to be going over, as well as a kid's songbook that has 24 kids tunes in a couple keys each, so no matter what chord shapes you're comfortable with, you'll be able to find something that you can do. I also have my free ebook, my complete beginner's course, and a bunch of other stuff designed to help you out with guitar, so please check those out down below, especially if you'd like to help support the channel. Otherwise, we're going to get started with the chord shapes. This is just a 2-chord song, C and G. So we have our C chord, and then we have G. And if you're comfortable with C and G, please skip ahead using the timestamp in the corner. Otherwise, we're going to take a bit of a closer look. We have the C chord, which for a lot of people, that's the trickiest of all the beginner chord shapes, because you really got to arch your fingers. You can see there, you really got to curl them. If they're kind of flat, doesn't really happen. So you really got to arch your fingers. I have a lesson with all my advice for cleaning up your chord shapes. I'll put a link in the corner for that. Anyways, we have our C, and then we switch to G, and a lot of people play G like this, myself included. But if we're just switching between C and G, you could also take these 2 fingers and move them that way, and then just add your pinky. That's I call that the cowboy version of G, because it's in a lot of country songs, and, you could do a lot with it. It's a super useful shape. A professional guitar player doesn't know just one version of G, and that's the best one. They know a whole bunch because they all have their own applications. Anyways, C and G are the chord shapes. Practice, take a bit of time to switch between them. Otherwise, we're gonna do them with downstrokes only, counting along so we can get them in the right order. Starting off on C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Itsy bitsy spider. So it's just the same pattern 4 times in a row. You count to 4 on C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2 on G, 3, 4 on C. That's the whole thing. We just do that 4 times, and that's it for the chords. Now we'll take a look at the strumming pattern. It goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So that pattern is just down, down, up. But we're playing it with a swing feel. And that means the downstrokes, they feel a bit longer, Down, up, down, up, down. The downstrokes are a bit longer. And if you want to count that out, you would count 1 and 2 and So 1 and is the downstroke, and then is the upstroke. 1 and 2 and Just try that with each of the shapes, just with the C chord, 1 and 2 and And then with G, 1 and 2 and Let's try this out now. We basically do it 1 time per chord shape. 1 and 2 and great. So that's our chord progression, and we'll have a chance to play this with a backing track soon. But first, we're going to take a look at the melody. Now, the melody is comprised of 4 phrases, but the first, third, and fourth are very similar. So it's really only 2 parts that we have to learn. The first bit goes like this. So we're starting off on the G string. We play that open, and then the first fret of the B string, and I'm playing that with my first finger. Itsy bit, and then we put our third finger on the 3rd fret, C, and then we go up to the high E string, open 2 times, spider. And you might have to use a pick for this just because the notes are pretty quick. You can do it with your thumb or your finger. It works that way too, but I prefer going down and up with my pick during the faster parts. Just like that. Just like when we're strumming, but instead of doing the whole motion, we're just doing a little motion with our wrist. Anyways, let's review that nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. The itsy bitsy spider. And then we're going to go. So the open E string, and then 3rd fret of the B string, 3, 1, 3, and then open high E string, and then the 1st fret. So it's all in the top 2 strings. Open, 3, 1, 3, open, 1. We'll try that nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll glue all that together now. Everything so far, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 1, 1, 3, oh, 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 3, 1, 3, oh, 1. The next part is and that's a lot simpler. It's all on 1 string. We start off open, 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 1, 3, 3. So just get that. Oh, oh, 1, 3, 3. Then 3, 1, oh, 1, 3, oh. 3, 1, oh, 1, 3, oh. Just take a look at the top of the screen. Just go through it at your own pace, doing the notes in order, and then we'll try them slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next part of our melody goes like this. And that's the same as the first bit, except we're playing some notes a couple more times and some notes a couple less times, but it's the same order. So we'll just go through that, starting on the 1st fret of the B string. 1, 1, 3, and then oh, oh, and then back to the B string. 3, 1, 3, open high E string, 1st fret of the B string. So do that nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now this last line is exactly like the first one, except we're going to go and play that G string 2 times before it. So, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. So let's try this whole thing nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The itsy bitsy spider up the water spout. 4. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. 4. Dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. So now we have the chords and strumming, we have the melody, and I'm going to play a backing track. You're going to see everything scrolling across the screen, the chords, lyrics, the melody. You're welcome to play whichever part you like. Use this as many times as you need to in order to practice this song. We're going to go nice and slow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you play Itsy Bitsy Spider. I'm going to have another kids song 2 Mondays from now. So every other Monday, I'll be releasing a new kids song until all 24 are out. And then I'm going to be doing them in different keys and doing even more. You know, there's so many that I keep discovering myself as we, go through kids albums with my daughter, right? But anyways, if you need any extra help, there's that worksheet on my Patreon, the kids songbook. I have my free ebook, which is completely free. It goes over all the fundamentals. And there's my complete beginners course, which takes that and goes 100 times further, teaching you everything you need to be able to confidently strum along to all the tunes that you love. And as much as we love these kids songs, I'm talking like Bob Dylan and that kind of stuff, whether it's pop songs or songs from the 60s, whatever it is, you'll be able to do it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you need any extra help. Otherwise, have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.